What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be taking a look at Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. A lot of you guys were able to see me during the live stream when we were able to acquire him. After playing several games, we've come to the determination at GmiasWorld that he's just not... Listen, this dude is just not what we thought he was. Now, let me go ahead and explain a couple things, right? He is a 95 speed, 94 excel, 96 man coverage, 94 zone. We did have Nnamdi. Now, remember... We got rid of Nnamdi because it was a cool 500K to get rid of him. We switched him out with Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. One of the bigger things that we've been talking about, though, is that EA has made it so that most of us understand the importance of a theme team. Some of you guys are still not decided on how you're going to do it, what you're going to do, how's it going to work. But I think most of us understand EA Sports has made it so that we need to have a theme team. Like, there's no question about it. It is unbelievably ridiculous how these boosted teams play, especially one that I have right now, who is the 49ers. The realistic part about it is he only gets the sprinter as an additional thing, so he's not as good. That's the major issue that we're having. So what happens is this, right? We have to make a deciding factor while we know that his card is a certain value. So this is what we're going to have to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to rate sell his power-up, which is actually... Right now, we could go ahead and check what is going on with this power-up, and we'll go ahead and figure that out as well and see what we're going to be getting back for that. Because realistically, right now, we have to go back and get Nnamdi. We got to apologize to Nnamdi and bring him back to the squad and just say, look, listen, bro, it was business, nothing personal, dude. But at the end of the day, we got to do what's right for the organization. You know the way they give you the speech when they're getting rid of you. Pretty much that's what's going on. So we have to be smart about this, and we're going to figure it out right now. So what's his power-up going for right now? It should be suitable. All right, so it's about 330. All right, so we have to go ahead and check out, and then his card is 367. So this is what we're going to do. Right now, we're going to go ahead and sell his power-up because that's something that we need to get rid of right now. And then we're going to go and try to get Nnamdi back and add him back to the 49er theme team. Now, let me go ahead and check Nnamdi's price first before we start doing wild things. Because you got to remember, they're going to be adding new content, most feared. A lot of stuff is coming very soon. But the one thing that I'm confident about is that, with Nnamdi getting the boost, he actually played, like, these cards play crazy when you give them boost from the actual teams. So that's something that you guys might want to take a look at. So his 91, okay, so it's going to cost about 600. What is his 91? The lowest 91 is 281. All right, and then that's about, what's his power up? 329. So it's going to be a wash. It's going to be pretty much a wash for what we're doing right now. And then we'll go ahead and figure out everything else that's happening. So I'm going to go ahead really quickly and do that so that you guys can see what's going on with that and, have more or less an idea of why I'm doing it. All right, because it's very important that you understand why I'm doing it. I'm pretty much letting you understand. If you do not have a theme team in Madden 21, you will not be as successful as you could be. Because EA has designed it for that specific thing. Like, everything that happens in the game, the boost, all these things that go on, that was already predetermined by EA Sports. They knew all these things would happen. They knew how it would work out. They knew what we would use. All this stuff is going on, and everybody's trying to figure out, like, yo, why is this? Why is that? They already know, dude. Like, everything has already been, like, set up, and they're ready to go with it. So you'll notice that even if you play a team like a Browns theme team, and we're like, yo, the Browns suck, right? You'll still notice that they play so much more better than, a regular standard team that just has a high overall because they're a theme team. So that is a very, very important thing that you guys need to understand as you start to go ahead now and start to invest in some of the cards that are available. Because if you do not, pay attention to this stuff, you're going to end up losing a lot. And that's why I try to always, keep you guys up to date with what exactly is going on, because I think it's important for you guys to understand the basis of the way the game works and some of the perks that come into it. Because the more you understand the game, the easier it is for you to actually play it. And, you'll get enjoyment out of it. You'll start to understand some of the things that are going on with it. So I just want to make sure that I do my part in pointing those things out for you guys. And then as we continue to grow, you grow as well. So let's go over to the, we're going to take a look at the power-ups. I think, what is that, like 329? We have to buy them back. And I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, Gmia, yo, these power prices. Yeah, I know, dude. It's highway robbery. Like, listen, I already know what's going on. But it's at this point right now, it's so important for you to have certain players that, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Because if I don't do this now, like, look, put it like this, right? it's a chance that his price continues to go down, but more than likely, he's a 49er, so it probably won't. So if I like this price, like the 91, now the power-up can go either way, because he's not going to get another card for a while, and we don't know the other cards that are coming. And some of you guys have been asking, like, you know, Darrell Revis is probably going to get a card. You know, what is it? Charles Woodson is probably going to get a card. Yeah, that's all exciting. But I just realized by utilizing Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie that theme teams are everything. Like, theme teams are so important. I probably won't get those cards. Because, look, I knew EA was up to something when they did the whole thing with John Madden coach and made him not be able to give speed. I already understood it at that point. Like, yo, something's up right now, dude. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. And this is what they were doing. They were making the importance of the theme team so much more that they had to say, you know what? We got to sacrifice them trying to get John Madden coach, and we have to do it this way, because now they'll have no choice, because the whole team won't get the speed. You see what I'm saying? They'll have to invest in one specific team. So because of that, now you get a whole boost. Everything is boosted, like, ridiculously. So you got to understand that, you know, with the way that everything is going, it's not a mistake. EA knows exactly what they're doing. It just seems weird to us because we're like, yo, why do these guys play so much? They play so different when you give them, you know, when they're a theme team, and that's the reasoning behind it. It's not something that you know, we need to really try to figure out a scientific, you know, thought process about. That's what EA is doing. EA is making it so that the theme teams are the most important thing about Madden 21. So when you guys are deciding, you know, what team should I get, you know, where should I go with this, how should I do this, you guys have to look at the team that more than likely is going to be souped up for the entire year. And it's going to be the 49ers. It's not even a question about it. The 49ers are going to be so gassed for the whole year that it's going to be ridiculous. Like, you got Deion Sanders already at a 97 speed. Now, keep in mind, he played for other teams, but I'm just generally, you know, just letting you guys understand that's pretty much what EA Sports is doing at this point. All right, hold on. Let me just go ahead and activate this guy. Okay, you see that? Yeah, I gotta give him an ability, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing yet, because I'm gonna be adjusting some of the things that I've been doing. So I don't know yet how I'm gonna actually work it out. I gotta see if I'm gonna keep him with Acrobat or I'm gonna try and experiment with some other things. So that's why he actually doesn't have an ability right now. But we'll figure all that stuff out later after I test it. I don't want to show you guys what exactly is happening, and then you guys try to do it, and you're like, yo, Gmia, what's up with this? So we're gonna leave it like that for now, and then we'll figure out, you know, what we're gonna do next. But just let's just take a look at him and what he's doing with his chems, right? 94 speed, 95 excel. So DRC was up to 95 speed with like a 94 excel, and he had better zone coverage, right? So it looked really, really pretty. Everything looked good, but it's not what you thought it was. And that's what you guys have to understand. A lot of what's going on in this game, you have to be able to adjust on the fly. And if you can't, you are going to lose a lot of games. All right? So we tried it. It didn't work out. I let you guys know what's up with it. You guys can do what you have to do. But remember, if you have like an Eagles theme team, Cardinals, whoever Cromartie played for, I'm letting you know he would be more suitable on your team than mine, because he doesn't add anything of substance. And some of you guys are like, yo, why'd you get rid of LT? The type of defense I run, I don't need two guys like LT and Ricky Jackson. I only need one. That's why I got rid of LT, because I know how I'm running my defense. Everything goes to the way that you run your scheme. So if you run your scheme a certain way, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. You got to run your scheme that way. That is the only way you are going to be successful. It's point blank, period. End of story. That's ultimately what it is. So with the way that everything goes within the game itself, as you start to develop what you want and you start to look at your team and you're like, all right, I got this player's coming out. You know, I want to try this, I want to try that. Keep it within the whole thing of this is what your team chemistries are going to be and what your theme of your team is going to be. Even if some of you guys are getting like really, really smart with it and you're going half and half, like some guys got a half Raiders, half 49ers, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting the proper boost on the field, you'll see how fast they move and how ridiculous it is. Like, for example, right, the Mutt Master, he gets any team chem, right? When I send him up the middle on a blitz with that 94 speed and 96 excel, he goes absolutely insane. I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. All I can tell you is he's going to play like that because he's extra boosted. And those boosts are very, very important. So you got to evaluate that with the rest of your team and say to yourself, all right, let me go ahead and look at the players that are available. Let me look at the teams that they played for and let me decide what I'm going to do right now. Because if you don't do that, you're going to notice you're going to be losing a lot more than you have to. And I had to learn the hard way. I had to just bite the bullet, bro. You got to get that sprinter. You got to get a theme team. Once I did that, my team's boosts are ridiculous and everything is good. Before that, they didn't play as well. So that's the secret behind what EA did in this year's Madden. And then now you guys get to see, you know, DRC, he was out there getting burnt deep for 6. I was making excuses for him, but he just wasn't playing as well because he didn't get that additional oomph. All of this stuff, like, look, let me show you what's going on here. All of these additional things that you're getting from your theme team, this is important. This is extremely, extremely important. All of these things, okay? Then after you do that, you got to figure out, like, I'm using lockdown. So I'm getting +4 play rec, +4 man coverage, +4 zone. Like, these things are very, very important, guys. And that's what I had to figure out. Like, yo, listen, I got to let these guys know this because I'm getting all these comments like, yo, Gmi, I can't win games. Yo, this dude is garbage, but he's beating me. I understand it, bro. It is wild and savage what's going on in these streets. But we're going to overcome all that, all right? Because you guys are going to pick your theme team and we're going to figure it out together and we're going to continue to progress along those lines. And that's all we can do. Everything else is going to fall into place. And that's all. All right, guys? So I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Go ahead and leave all the feedback that you may have. I'm going to see you soon. Take care. Until next time. One love, y'all.